That wheel's jacked up though. Yeah, that wheel's jacked up. Hey everybody, what is up? That's right, back on the Mopar, back on the Hellcat swap project. Oh, you nice over there, guys. Hey, real quick though, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you guys subscribing for one, but normally I'm a Chevelle guy, you know what I mean? We normally like our Chevelles. We got a 71 over there, I got a 70 sitting over there. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome once again. But we are doing a Hellcat swap, so if you guys are tuning in for that, I appreciate that. This is a 68 Charger we're gonna be working on, and we're right back to the suspension and brake setup. So here is our MOSER rear end, 9-inch rear end. And if you guys remember the last video, we were working on trying to get this thing put together. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue this video, get these brakes on here, get the rear brakes set up on here as well, and then see how far we get today. But yeah, that's the plan today. So without further ado, we might as well get down to it, you know what I mean? So hey, real quick though, get that swag. Get the swag at gpperformance.com, aka gooseperformance.com, I should say. Get your swag, shirts, t-shirts, hats, keychains. Support your boys, support the channel. But let's get wrenching. I don't know how many of you guys actually done a set of WILWOOD brakes, but these rotors are directional, so you got to make sure you got the right rotor for the right side. So they'll have an arrow. You see that arrow right there? So that's your arrow pointing forward. Make sure you guys use the right one. And then for this particular kit, they sent us these like an adapter O-ring. So that O-ring will kind of sit in here, and that then whoa guys, close up. But that O-ring will sit in there, and then we'll slide the rotor over that, and it'll kind of hold it in place. What I do need to get some lug nuts, or some studs I should say, actually studs. What I do need to get is some nuts. I got nuts, dog. Well, we need some nuts for the studs to get it on there and hold it in place so we can get the caliper dialed in. Now these calipers do have to be spaced accordingly. They have to be centered, and they also have to be sit nice and flush down with the actual rotor, so it actually sit so you get as much contact as we can with that pad and the rotor. So make sure you shim it correctly and you space it correctly. So that's what this kit here is for, from WILWOOD. They'll send you all the shims you're gonna need along with the hardware. So we'll mock everything up, and then once we got everything in place, and then we'll have the brake pads in there as well to make sure everything is spaced correctly and shimmed. Then we'll go back and tighten everything up with some also thread locker. I'm really actually glad that did not go on there smooth, because that tells us that our e-brake needs to be adjusted. So these shoes are way too far out, so this has a little dial in here. You just gotta bring those shoes in a little bit, because we need to adjust those. Looking good, you guys, looking real good. Look at that thing, looks good. I like it. Now I can only do something about this side, you know. Hey, look at that, baby. Good, 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 good. I love it, love it. Hell yeah. Looking good, you guys. Looking real good. Look at this 9-inch, man. Looks on point. Yes, sir. But you guys can see missing brake lines. Brake lines, brake lines, brake lines. I don't have the brake line kit yet. It is on order, so as soon as we get it, we'll slap that on. But I do want to do is I kind of want to move the charger. Well, I won't even say the charger, but that frame. See that frame underneath this thing? We got to kind of move that around and see, get that from underneath there. Maybe we can start the rear suspension and all that. So that's what we got to do next. It's just junk. Don't mind me, you guys. Don't mind me. Just, have you guys ever seen Ace Ventura? That's what I feel like right now. What's going on with these keys? What key is it? What's the word? Ah! I hope you guys don't see this. Maybe we'll edit this out, huh? Struggles is real. There we go. Well, we're gonna move this thing up real quick. We gotta get that frame out from underneath that car, so hopefully this car starts. This car, old carburetor, you know. Come on, baby. Come on. It's cold, you guys. It's cold. Damn. Struggles is real, though. Come on. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, guys. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Come on. Come on. Ah, there you are. Woo! Thank God for E85. Thank God for EA5 and LS swaps, you guys. Jesus Christ. Don't mind that brake light. That brake light don't work. It's got a little freaking little small, you know, that little tab that sits behind the e-brake pedal. There's a little like ground contact plastic clip, you can say, that sits behind it. It's broke. That's why it stays on. So the e-brake is off, you guys. Do not panic. All right, moving this thing up real quick. Golly, how many guys have an old carburetor still? You guys still running carburetors in your old cars? Let me know, man. But I don't know, I kind of feel like LS swapping. Not gonna lie, I don't feel like LS swapping the convertible. We'll see. You can smell the old gas fumes and everything. Jesus. All right, let me see if we can move that other stuff out the way. This is super sketch, you guys. Golly, I hate doing this kind of thing, but we gotta do what we gotta do. You see what I gotta do right here? I went and got some straight up backyard building right here. Pavers, got some pavers, stacked the jack on it, and got it up to the top there, so we can make sure it's free from the actual frame right here. So on the front side, it's even worse, because look at what I gotta do. I got the jack on that side up there, holding it on the outside of the car because this little frame is not centered. And then I have this floor jack holding it right there in the middle. So yeah, super sketch. I'm not looking forward to moving this thing out of here, but we got to do what we got to do. So right now I'm gonna pull this forward. If I'm not hitting up here, I'm gonna pull this front side of it. We're not gonna be able to bring this out through the front because I can't get it high enough to clear the whole thing. So we're gonna have to slowly maneuver this thing out of here. Even this is gonna be a pain in the ass. You see how close this is? So, oh, that's not good. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh boy. I think we're gonna have to move this out at the same time with the back, but the back doesn't swivel. So that's our problem. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna have to go back and put the jack on the front to make sure it's supported. But you see how these tires don't swivel? So we gotta bring this shit out. And then we're gonna have to come out through the wheel well, cause there's not enough room here. All right, let me put the camera down and then see, get this frame out of here. Change of plans, guys. My brother showed up. Totally forgot he was coming over to help me out with this side project, this side yard project where we got the lift at. And also, I think I'm gonna cut this thing up too. We're probably gonna end up using this piece here to build something to hold the beast over there, hold that Hellcat engine. So that way we can mock it inside the car and all that. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about a little bit later. But let me show you what my brother showed up for, because I got a little side project going on here in the side yard, and he's already on it. I helped him out a little bit off camera real quick. So you see all these huge ass trees we got going on here. There was a middle one right in between the two here. There was one in the middle. We already cut that one down. So the plan is to clean up this whole side yard and get rid of all these trees. And I want to have a carport built here underneath the lift, or I should say over the lift, because it's just too damn hot to be working out here. So that's what's going on. I totally forgot about this project, but we got to get it done. But that's what's going on real quick. But so I might just cut this up real quick just so we have a, I guess you can call it, a little bit more easier to work with. So let me cut this thing up real quick and see how we're gonna utilize this thing and get that going. Change of plans again, guys. Change of plans again. So this guy right here is the whole shebang, the mother load, the guy that is gonna allow us to put the Hellcat in the motor in the car. It's the, you guessed it, it's a subframe, aka engine cradle, whatever you want to call it. And the reason why we changed the plan is because I want to take this part and this piece, mock it up real quick on that frame and see what side of that frame we can use the best for it. And now that we got this out of the box, this is where our engine is gonna sit at, you guys. Now, this bolts up to the car. And what we wanna do is we wanna see how we can have this piece onto that frame we got out there. That's kind of what I'm talking about. If you guys can see what I meant a little bit better now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this, cut this thing up and create something that'll hold this chassis up here. I got this idea from Freddie, man. I met this guy out in SEMA last year. He had a badass freaking, I want to say it was a CUDA. Correct me if I'm wrong, Freddie, if you're watching this, but badass Mopar either way, and HELLCATSWAP and everything. And if you guys, I'll put his Facebook, his Instagram down here below. Check him out, man. They do phenomenal work out there. He's got a shop out in Wisconsin. Killer Mopar swaps they do out there. Badass Mopar builds. But that's where I got the idea from. And these guys made this like almost like an engine cradle slash dolly for this. And it just allows them to mock up the engine and transmission and roll it in and out of the car with ease. So that's the plan. Let me cut this probably at least halfway back, so we won't use the rest of it, you know. That wheel's jacked up though. Yeah, that wheel's jacked up. Well, you guys, we got this thing cut. He also asked why didn't I use a grinder. I didn't really want to create any sparks, but we kind of got a good nice base. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're gonna build this thing up on the next episode, I should say, so that way that engine cradle will sit in there, and also along with the transmission and everything else, we get everything mocked up. But guys, that's gonna do it for today, man. I'm tired. I got a lot of stuff to do still. I still got to go to work today. But you already know, hit the subscribe button, guys, if you guys want to see more content. Hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and stay wrenching.